everybody and welcome back to another episode in my Mercury Farms Start From Scratch Let's Play series. If I remember where I'm actually driving to, that would help. The end of the last video, we established our poultry farm. And we've got some buildings placed, and we've got the sheep and the chickens and all that good stuff. My tent is no more. I've actually got a proper house built now. We've actually built a proper house for us to live at and sleep at, close to the poultry farm. So I'm just in the process of quickly relocating some of my equipment to benefit from the poultry farm. Then I'm going to take the truck here down to the store and get it serviced. What I'm going to do is I'm going to park my trailer, my IT running trailer. I'm going to park that over here because that's going to come in very useful for obviously shifting the eggs and stuff. I've bought a little bit of wheat. As I say, I wasn't I have no aversion to buying food for the chickens, some wheat or barley to put in their pens. It's not that expensive to buy chicken feed and give them food. As I say, we should hopefully make plenty from the eggs anyway to cover the cost of the food. The chickens should hopefully all be reproducing quite healthily. So we've got some chickens. They're not actually producing anything yet, apparently. Might take them a little while to get kick-started. The brown chickens are, and they're going to reproduce quite quickly. As I say, each pen holds how many chickens? 200 max. So we'll have 199 of each chicken, obviously including the one rooster, excluding the rooster. So they should hopefully produce quite a few pallets of eggs for me. I haven't got the sheep equipped yet with any grass or hay. That's pretty much the next step. Basically, whilst this is in for its service and this truck's getting repaired at the store, I'm going to lease a mower, I think. I'm going to come down. Well, I'll check. Basically, I'm going to check and see if the field that we bought, the big field, is ready to mow. If it's not, then basically what I will do is start cultivating instead. Right. There you go. Where's Spanners? Spanners? Spanners ain't at work yet. Typical Spanners. That must mean Night Shift Steve is here. Hello, Night Shift Steve. Right, let's have a quick check of the map then. How's me grass? Is me grass ready to... It's not quite ready. It's not fully dark orange yet, is it? In that case, I'm going to leave the grass. I've brought a vehicle in for servicing. Night Shift Steve, if you could have a word with Spanners when he gets in and let him know that it needs a tune-up, that will be fantastic. In the meantime, I'll have a bit of a slow, steady jog back to the main farm and to get my tractor. I suppose as well, one of the things I may have to think about doing, now I've got rid of my little tent, is maybe not storing equipment in this area anymore. Maybe selling off this land. Might be feasible, mightn't it? We might never need it again. We could sell the land back. Because obviously we've got that bit of land now. I feel 48 behind where my sheep pen is. If I could chop a bit out of that area maybe. I could have vehicle sheds up there. But again, most of my vehicles seem to live quite happily at the BGA now. Anyway, we'll go do some cultivating, and then we'll do some more fertilising once we've got the truck back from Spanners. If Spanners is at work today, I didn't check what day of the week it was. Oh, it's only Thursday. Spanners should be in work on a Thursday, shouldn't he? At least, I'm hoping Spanners is at work on a Thursday. I don't think I've got crate fields on still, so I'm more than welcome just to come down here and cultivate. The good thing is I haven't seen any weeds pop up on these fields yet either. That's not to say they won't require weeding at some point, because they will. If I'm going to be that fussed about weeds, seeing as we're not actually selling the crop for crop, we're not growing crops and stuff to sell crops. We're doing it to produce other things. Like I say, the canola that will go on this field will produce fuel, and it will produce pig food, which we can sell, because I'm not planning on having pigs and having a pig farm. Having sheep and chickens is a bit beyond the scope of what I wanted to do originally on this map, but hey, there's no one else at this point in time in this local area that's fulfilling that part of the market, so why not? Like I say, why not try and fill the gaps? No other farmers are doing livestock, and it makes sense in as there's signs everywhere saying poultry farm that there really ought to be a poultry farm, didn't there? Good thing is, it shouldn't take long to do cultivating with this. Now, we did establish as well in the last video that doing silage, mowing grass for silage in them bunkers isn't very profitable if we're thinking of selling it to the animal dealer or at the barn sale place, the straw sale place or whatever, the other place that accepts silage. It wasn't very good pricing. If I'm doing silage, then ultimately it's going to be better for me to do it as to put it through the BGA, I suppose. I'll get more for doing it in the BGA, I think, which will then obviously give me the digestate I need to make fertiliser, which I can sell, and I'll definitely get more for the fertiliser than I would for the silage. In fact, actually, it may be worthwhile doing a fertiliser delivery at some point. Been a couple of days since we've delivered fertiliser, so we should be able to get a good decent price for it again. And the trees get in the way a bit. It's good that this has still got all my course loaded from when I did the last couple of videos. Benefits of not saving it next in the game and recording videos in bulk for me to then render and process, edit in bulk, and do some time lapses and then a couple of them just to trim them down, because a couple of them have got a little bit on the long side. So maybe that video I did a couple of videos back where we did the 5 seeding contracts, I might have to put a bit of a time lapse in at the end of that video that last seeding, that last field, just to bring the video length down a bit, because I've been good so far of keeping these at about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I don't want to get ridiculously long because people don't like watching videos that are too long, and they don't watch all the way to the end if they're too long. It's going to be a nice day, I reckon, on the farm today. I'm glad the rain's finally stopped. That was a bit of a pain. So I've got them options available to us. I haven't checked the contracting screen. I'm not sure what that's offering today, farm-wise, but I'm a bit stuck for being able to do certain jobs because obviously the tractor's in the garage having its tune-up. Sorry, the truck, not the tractor. I'm using the tractor. So, which also means I'm going to struggle to fertilise this field. I've spent a lot of money on land purchase, on pens, on animals, on a house. So I kind of do need to get into money making mode again very quickly. So this tree here, this one that I'm circling now, may have to go. It's a little bit too close for my liking. That field, I may have to chop that one down and remove it. Something else I've been wondering as well, whilst I've been playing on this map, is basically when's Jim going to unlock the outside of this map for us to go and play on and like use these areas and utilise these fields and stuff, or areas to place stuff. I assume there's going to be a Mercury Farms expansion at some point. Because the area's there, you can already go to it in like placeable mode and that. You can actually sort of travel to this area and have a look. And obviously the little hedge border running around this field and around the BJ there and up the hill there, that's only a 2D placeholder, it's not like a real hedge. So I assume that will be easy for him to remove at a later time. And like I say, expand the map and put in some extra bits and pieces for us to play with, which would be kind of cool. Now whether he's waiting for the factory scripts to come out to do that and give us some factories and stuff on this map, which would then offer up some alternative play styles and possibilities. I don't know. we'll get this field, we'll get these fields cultivated, by which time hopefully Spanners has turned up for work and got the truck serviced, in which case I can go back, grab it, come down here, do some fertilising. And then go back, maybe, like I say, go and sell a load of fertiliser, because we've got a fair bit. Get the digestate moved over as well. Get that turning into fertiliser. And get these fields seeded. Never know, maybe for my own use I might invest in another seeder, a slightly bigger one. Maybe one which does fertilise, which I will use exclusively for my own operation, not for when I'm doing contracts. I might look at maybe getting the horse pronto, maybe, or maybe even one of the ones from the horse DLC. That could come in useful, because they've got good width, haven't they? They're like 12 metres. Be rather useful to have, because then I could get these fields turned over quite very quickly with canola and stuff. Oh, prawns in the fridge on the top shelf. Ooh, prawn sandwiches for lunch. It's a bit late now though, it's like 1:45. It's a bit late, I've missed lunch. I might have them for my tea tonight. One field cultivated. Getting through the field. Get through the field nicely. This cultivator is quite a cool little cultivator. Can't believe it's not on console. This sapphire cultivator. It's such a shame it never come out on PlayStation or Xbox, because I would love to have it on there, but it's not. They don't have any cultivators like this on consoles in the mod hub, so it's a bit of a shame, really. Because it's a good size, doesn't require too much horsepower to pull it, and it, you know, seems to have a decent speed to it. So why did it not come to console? Why did the author not release it on console? Carry along there. Work my way back through this little field. Maybe by the time I've done this, the field will be ready for mowing over yonder, which would be good, because then I can get some grass for the sheep. I'll probably lease a mower to do that field, rather than, because I can't afford to buy one now, obviously, and I still haven't quite figured out which road I'm going to go down as far as doing the grass. Am I going to do it with forage harvester, or am I going to do it with mower, with an actual mower? I mean, a forage harvester's not a bad idea, because it can obviously pull a trailer straight behind it. Load straight into the trailer, which I can then tip either into the sheep thing to feed them directly, or I can put it in the into the old dryer over there, or I can tip it in the bunkers for doing silage. Just depends if down the line we decide to do maybe bales, do silage bales, which would be probably easier and quicker to get into the BGA, because you haven't got to wait for the whole fermenting process and cycle. In which case, if I'm doing bales, then I would need a mower, because obviously a forage wagon doesn't leave a swath. And at least working this way across the field back and forth, we don't suffer the slowdown of having to drive up the hill. So our cultivating speed is constant and consistent across the entire length of the field. Because obviously I'd be much slower going up the field than I would coming down it, so... Hold that up. I'm effectively just going to park it down here. Out of the way. Right. Let's have a look then. Field states. Okay, field 51 is now ready to harvest properly. Okay. Which means we can go grab the a mowing machine of some sort. Dolores is in there. I'm just going to check in with spanners. Spanners. Fix the truck, won't you, mate? Do a good job. Excellent work, spanners. Right, mowing then. Mowing. Doris, we're going to do some mowing today. So I need a mower. And I've got access to this bad boy. I'll have it with the GPS. I'm only going to lease it today for 9 grand. Ouch. That's a lot of money. I'm also going to need a loading wagon. Have I got anything decent sized? Crone mower. And we'll lease one of them for 8 grand. Oh, the money's just disappearing, Doris. You're just taking all my money, Doris. A bit of luck. This connects on here. want to just have a quick check. Have we got any north-south courses? No, I haven't saved any north-south courses. So I have to met one. Interesting. Right, 270 then is a point. That's not right. Track 9. 51 north, south, mow. Unfolding the big mower. Holy Jesus. Big mower. Big mower. Crunch. Oh, flipper! And I got assaulted. That's not good, because now I'm stuck on this fence. I can move that. I don't know if I can move that. I probably can. I can probably push it. I can't. I ain't gonna get that over that. Am I? I don't think. Let's have a look. Might have to turn the traffic off. Pick up walk. Can I pull it this way? Or can I just push it back? Struggling. I think I'm struggling. I think I may have to reset that back to the store. Because flipping traffic. The flipping AI traffic on this map is a pain in the backside. That absolutely blindsided me, that cart. They rammed me right into that field hedge, which may be an indicator that I might need to remove that hedge at some point. Running cars, flipping road hogs, maniacs. I'm back, Doris, don't worry. Hopefully it's not too damaged. Good thing is if they did trash it, they did so before I had started mowing. Nice mower this, isn't it? Big M500. A little bit bigger than the 450. This doesn't reverse very well. Actually, I think it reverses terrible. What I'm going to do, a bit of a headland along here. I'll pick that. I can't get that. Isn't really turning very well to help me. And that same problem as I always have with loading wagons, where they don't really want to assist. Yeah, we're going to get full. Alright, what we'll do, we'll go and empty this trailer. Come back. Carry on. So we'll produce some hay to start with. 56,000 litres, that should keep the sheep going for quite a while. Get the rest of the grass done. Put in the maybe didn't think that one through too well, did I? Didn't leave a lot of room. For getting on and off this platform. Necessarily getting back out of this yard. No, I'm going to start unfolding now because there's plenty of traffic coming. Look, get out of the way. He's going to hit me. Oh yeah, you're really helping people. You know what, whilst I'm doing this, I'm just going to have to say, sorry traffic, but you can jog on, because you're making this impossible. They just pile into you, constantly. And that's not fun for anybody. Really put that pick up into the ground to make sure we get all of the grass. That we're producing. Struggling a little bit up here, innit? So it looks like this particular mower has got all-wheel steering, which kind of makes it a bit more awkward. Trying to pick up all the grass from up here. Might have to take the diffs off. I've got a feeling this tractor, this mower, just for what even though it's a big mower, I don't think it's quite powerful enough to do loading, wagoning, and everything else. Bit up. By the time I've gone down and picked up the rest of the bit I mowed first time round, I can't take it off all-wheel steering, unfortunately. and should get quite nice and full. 77%, that's reasonable. Looks like there's a little bit of grass over here to pick up. Now I've turned, so we can gather this up. That's not really a problem. Gather all that up. We'll unload that into the same hay producing station. From now on it should be fairly straightforward, he says. Maybe wishful thinking. Kind of struggling, this mower. Might be tempted to just get my tractor, leave the loading wagon, just zip up and down, do the mowing quick, and then come back with my tractor, return the mower to the store, bring my tractor back, and that might make it a bit easier for me. I can get this field mowed a lot quicker then. Excuse me. Right then, Doris, let's have that returned, please. Yeah, I'm still keeping the loading wagon, Doris. I need to pick up the grass I've just mowed, but it's probably going to be easier to do it with the tractor, I think. The tractor's probably got a bit more grunt. Probably turns a lot better too. I'll be back for me truck later. Before the store closes, definitely. Still not really pulling massively faster with this, are we? Looking at it. We're full anyway. Great. Right, we'll start making some silage again then, I suppose. There we go. Right, I'll carry on with the loading wagoning. I realise this video is getting quite long. So again, I'm going to say thank you for watching, everybody who has watched today's episode. Hope you've enjoyed some of the progress we've made, some of the slightly different things we've been doing. If you have, please be sure to click that like button for me. If you're new to the channel and haven't already done so, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. Feel free to leave your comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, anything at all like that in the comment section down below. And I'll be sure to see you again with some more content very soon. So from Mercury Farms here, I've been CWATTYESO, but unfortunately, it's goodbye for now.